Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Welcome to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is our only reward. We've got the whole crew here with us, as we always do. Brian, Kelly, Scott, and Nick. Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Hola.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, I'm your host, Andy, today, and we have got a fantastic special edition planned for you today. Happy holidays, everybody. We are entering the world of pop culture as it ties to Christmas specifically. And we're going to address that here in just a minute. But
I was studying Hanukkah this whole week.
Nope, I know. But we're going to go ahead and jump to the question of the week, and it is holiday specific, and it's really quite generic. It gives us an opportunity to reflect on a memory. I'm expecting good. There might be a bad one in there. But what is a Christmas memory or experience from your childhood that still makes you smile or maybe frown every time you think of it?
I have one.
Okay.
Christmas was a pretty big deal in my house.
Okay.
All right. I still carry some of those traditions. Like Christmas morning's always at home. You know, I have family that lives out of town. Christmas is always at home. So that's a must. But I remember there were multiple years you would get all your gifts and you didn't really get anything big yet. But then my mom or dad or whoever, you know, one of those two would be like, there's something behind the couch.
Oh, yeah.
So there was that hidden
Classic.
present. Yes, the hidden present, the unknown present. That was, yeah.
You have I have several questions.
Oh, please.
You have a lot of siblings.
Yes.
So would they do that for each one, or did it rotate year to year?
No,
or?
I mean, maybe it's just me being overly selfish. I don't remember anybody else it happening to. Maybe it did.
There were other people there?
Well, yeah. I mean, two brothers, two sisters. I just remember it happening to me. So I imagine it did happen to others. I mean, one year was like a legit train set, metal track, the whole nine. Okay. You know, but I do remember that sticks out to in my head the most. That and we always had a 2-story house, 5 kids, 2-story house. Mm-hmm. We were not allowed to go downstairs until we got the clearance from my parents that Santa had come. So we sat at the top of the stairs and we waited for my mom or dad to say, you guys can come on down.
Is this a Hallmark movie?
I'm serious. It was in my house. My mom loves the Hallmark Channel. So it makes sense. And we would always have to wait for my older brother, Bobby. You know, especially when he became like a teenager, he wanted to take a shower before we opened the presents. We're all waiting. We're all sitting at the top of the stairs. Like my 2 sisters who lived on the main floor would come up the stairs.
He was doing it on purpose.
Oh,
yeah. That's hilarious.
Just being a jerk.
If I was you and Doug,
jerk.
I would have took a sheet, tied across the bed, and beat him with bars of soap and socks.
That's funny though.
Well, he was like 4 years older than me and like 7 years older than Doug. So, you know, Doug wasn't quite what he is today back then.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
But yeah, those are my biggest memories. When
Makes
but it
you
was a
smile.
tradition that happened every year, kind of thing. Especially with the waiting for the Santa has arrived.
Yeah, you're
Santa's
just
in here.
champing at the bit for that one, aren't
yeah.
you? Vibrating in your own.
Oh, exactly. It was great. Good memories.
What about you, Queeners? You would have experienced these together, so you might get to share a memory, or if you have your own.
Well, you know, the only one that would come to mind, and because I'm not sure about one memory, but I know we got a ColecoVision, which is a video gaming system for you youngsters, kind of in between the Atari craze and the Nintendo craze. And that became like my pastime, playing that thing and having neighborhood kids come over because we were the only ones in the neighborhood. Even the neighbors behind us, their babysitter and the 2 boys she was watching would come to the house.
Wow.
And we'd just all pile in the basement and watch each other take turns playing this video system.
Like the original Twitch.
How rich were you guys?
Yeah. Next, you're going to tell me you had a Commodore 64 in the house.
Sure they did.
What's that?
Onstead and Beverly. That's yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they used to come over.
Yeah.
I mean, I did get a Nintendo, but I don't think it was for Christmas, like years later, but I don't believe it was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would be the kind of thing that parents would splurge on.
Right.
Wouldn't get just and I don't know how much it cost at the time because we're talking 1983, maybe. So
I remember the big gift like that would be for everybody.
right.
If you when we got the Sega, it was for everybody.
Yeah.
Or the Atari. It was for everybody.
Yeah.
But just us boys really played it, but it
I
was
was
for
gonna
all the
say,
kids.
we know.
Yeah.
That's like buying your wife season tickets to the Cardinals for her birthday. Come on.
For Scott though, really, because I was never a gamer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When we got all those games,
Yeah, we've
he
touched
played
on that
them,
before.
I barely played them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I
was
didn't
your
know I was a gamer, though. I mean, that was
Well,
the first thing
yeah.
I ever had.
so is your memory something you remember different?
No, not really. That's
The
probably best.
ColecoVision is
Yeah,
still the right answer.
I think so.
Okay.
Just solidifying Scotty's the favorite. We talked about it earlier.
We know
Yeah,
that. We know that. We
yeah.
know that. Yeah.
Brian was lucky he got anything.
Well, with my own family, we started getting a Christmas tree the day after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even before my wife and I had kids, we started that tradition, the two of us, and that continues to this day. The day after Thanksgiving, we would go to a tree farm, cut down a tree or pick up a
Griswolds.
pre-cut tree, and every year. So we've had a live tree, being basically our whole marriage and of having children.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That is a dying art.
Yeah.
To put a live tree in your
Seems like
living
the
room.
opposite for this guy. Like he was going to go artificial. I just want to hit a button and it opens up for me.
Oh, yeah.
You cutting down a tree just doesn't add up.
Like the wall spins out
Yeah,
and it's just a put up tree automatically.
well, and it started the
tree
day
door.
after. Started the day after Thanksgiving, and it has grown into like a weekend affair. Like it is not done being decorated by Friday night. It spills into Saturday, and by Sunday, I just leave the house and let them finish.
Nice.
we walk the same line in a lot of arenas there, Doctor, and this is one we don't share.
That's true.
Right? And before I get to you, Kelly, I want to touch on mine real fast because it's got a somber tone to it.
Oh.
And it's not as a child so much, but my parents split when I was very young. And so there were some benefits that came with that,
Yeah,
right? You
two
had multiple
Christmases.
There it
families
is.
and all that different stuff. But and this comes back to your point of you always have Christmas at home. That was never a thing for me growing up. So as I started my own family, as I had my own kids, that became a priority.
Good.
Christmas morning, Santa comes to the house. We want to play with all of the fun stuff that we got.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to do that until I was an adult. And so that's the memory that really sticks more out in my memory than anything else. And it stems off of something that was less pleasant. Not that I had a wonderful childhood, but I'm curious. I want to come back to that for you real quick, Nick. Your first kid, the first year you were married, was that an established rule, or
Yes.
did your parents have a hard time letting go of you coming?
Oh
over
no,
first
my
thing?
mom still gets her Christmas at her house.
Yeah.
We always go to my parents' house at like noon on Christmas Day. That's a must.
Yeah.
You know, we have very regimented times when I was a kid growing up. We hit this grandma, then that was Christmas Eve, and then Christmas morning was at home. We've only spent one Christmas out of home because we were building a house. I didn't even live at home, so we did it down at Liz's parents.
Wow.
That's the only time,
How
but it's
about that?
always at home.
The cutest thing about that is like all the grown-ups sit at the top of the stairs and wait for the
And his entire family of like 50 all live within about 3 blocks of each other too. So being home really doesn't even matter anymore.
big staircase.
True.
All right, Kelly, you're up, man.
Yeah,
Close
what
us out
does
with
a
something.
Arkansas Christmas look like? Everybody gets a skull.
Crawfish?
It's a crossbow.
You get a new spit cup. Here you go.
The one of my favorite or most least favorite is what happened in Arkansas. I was a child and I got a Michael Jackson doll. I don't know. It's like the old G.I. Joe, like the 12-inch ones.
Yeah.
And I got it. I don't know why I was such a big fan at such a young age, but I got one and I opened it up and I was just pretty excited. And I remember my dad came over and like whispered something in my ear and apparently it upset me. And I took that doll and I went and threw it in the trash can. And to this day, I don't know what was said. I have no idea. I've asked him
He doesn't remember?
one of two things.
Oh,
Either that or he's not going to tell me.
Yeah.
okay.
But it's hilarious. Like it's a great memory.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And you don't even remember.
No inkling, no clue. Could have been something with playing with dolls. I have no idea.
And your poor mom is just crushed because she went and got you that doll, probably.
You know how many hours she had to work to
ruined
get you that
everything.
Michael
I
Jackson?
guarantee it. It was taken out 5 minutes later
sure.
and I was playing with it. But and just the other
man.
memory. So my parents always, whenever Christmas morning, came.
Playing with trash in Arkansas makes sense.
That's funny. That's where we got it from.
So all the gifts, my parents would stay up at night, and any gift that was from Santa Claus was assembled and unwrapped. It was just there. So if you got whatever it was, if it was a Lego set, they would put it, not Legos, but a He-Man set, they would put it together, and that was from Santa Claus. He just brought it pre-assembled. The elves made it, obviously.
Right.
But one year I got this sweet gray Vortex bike with hubcaps, and it was, man, I walked out and I was ready. I didn't care about any other gift. I just wanted to go outside in the 32-degree weather and ride my bike.
Right.
Obviously, I wasn't allowed to.
No, you had to open your socks and underwear.
Yeah, right. This is stupid. And lastly, celebrating our Lord Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior,
right.
who was probably born in the summertime and
spring. Actually, is
spring.
What is
but it's an economic holiday
We're going to touch on that here, actually.
And just real quick, disclaimer for you kids: what he was saying is Santa put all those gifts together. That was not his parents. That was Santa doing that.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
They helped
know
him.
that.
I'm sure they helped.
Sure they helped. They're Santa's helpers.
Yeah.
We know that Santa is able to put it together, assembled, deliver it, in a way that our parents weren't able to.
But he never puts the name tags on the presents for my kids. Every year, there's no name tags on them.
What? How do they know what's what?
I don't know. They figure it out.
Yeah.
They figure it out. I don't know.
We still put out cookies for Santa.
Sure.
I pick them out, and they somehow get eaten.
And
Every year.
And do you do the oats for the
weird.
reindeer, the glitter oats or whatever?
Yeah, I do that for my kids. We put out
that's a thing now.
a sausage and cheese tray and a bourbon,
and
glass of bourbon.
I figured you
Santa
could
and
drink
Scott
after all
shows
that.
up.
All works out.
You say Scott or Scotch?
Scott, Santa and Scott show up for the cheese, sausage, and bourbon. All right. Well, thanks for sharing those memories, guys. We didn't have a listener submission, so that was just my way to get us to talk about the holiday season here. And as we lean into pop culture, go ahead, Kelly.
I love you, Dad.
Love you. Yeah, Mom and Dad, you bet. So as we get into our trivia, it is targeting pop culture, so movies, music, TV, things of that nature. Our synopsis is a little bit different, though, because we all grew up and still celebrate Christmas. Mm-hmm. But we do recognize that there are other cultural holidays out there, and you eventually start to see a common theme. And as the year winds down, many cultures across the world celebrate a variety of holidays, each marking the end of the year in their own unique way. In the U.S., we have Thanksgiving and New Year's, and that brings family together for feast and gratitude. While Kwanzaa honors African heritage through community, reflection, and unity. Hanukkah, celebrated by the Jewish communities, is a festival of lights commemorating perseverance and miracles. Diwali, a major holiday in India, lights up homes and hearts as it symbolizes the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. In Japan, this is the last one, Omasoka, which is their New Year's Eve, welcomes the new year with cleaning and purifying rituals to start fresh. Oh, I lied. Meanwhile, Mahogany in Scotland celebrates the New Year's Eve with parties, fireworks, and the first footing tradition. You'd think I'd look up what the heck that meant, but no, I don't have a clue. Let us know,
I was
listen.
going to say there's 193 countries.
Yeah, no. Last sentence, I promise. So each of these holidays, from the cozy warmth of the family gatherings or the large-scale festivals, reflects a diverse way that people embrace reflection, gratitude, and a hope for the year to come. So we do recognize there are plenty of celebrations, cultural festivities.
What happened? I blacked out.
And we clearly don't know what all these other ones are. I get it.
And yes, Doctor, now I can reinstate your yawn button for the remainder of the episode.
I wouldn't yawn over that.
No, that was very touching.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to touch. We do respect all the other holidays. I don't know if you were being serious or not, but yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's get to some trivia. It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on holidays, pop culture, Christmas specific. Here's how it works. I'll read out the questions. You'll write your answers on the whiteboards. When I say reveal, you'll all show your answers, and if you get it right, you earn a point. And if you don't, well, you're going to get a lump of coal in your stocking, I'm afraid. So who is going to end up on top today? Gentlemen, I will warn you, this is harder than you think it's going to be.
I bet. Let's go.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I have received a lump of coal in my stocking before.
First grade, St. Nick, you lined up your PE shoes in class.
Okay.
Lump of coal. In school.
At school?
At
not at
the
school. No,
Catholic grade school that we attended.
Oh, okay. No, this is at home. no, this is at home.
I'm sure you deserved it.
They kicked me out of that
Yes.
school after 4th grade, by the way.
Very forgiving.
Yeah, that's right. All right, question number 1. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what does Clark Griswold want to buy with his Christmas bonus? In the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what does Clark Griswold want to buy with his Christmas bonus? We have a lot of good writing. I think we're going to get there pretty quickly. Nick, you feel okay about this one?
Hundo.
Where does this movie rank in, about where in your holiday
All-time
movie
Christmas
list?
movies?
Yeah.
It's up there, top 5 for
Yeah.
sure.
I
For
think
sure.
that's
Probably top
fine.
3, I would say. Even.
Top 3 for
Top
sure.
3, yeah.
Maybe number 1, but it's top 3.
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, everybody got an answer? Mm-hmm. Well, let's see them. Brian's got a swimming pool. Kelly's got a family vacation. Swimming pool from Scott. A pool from Nick. The correct answer is, in fact, swimming pool. Idiot. 3 of you are on the board. Kelly, what the hell happened?
He was shaking his head when you asked the question.
Yeah.
Shaking.
Snap in.
Family Vacation actually came 2 movies prior.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they went to Vegas after that, but
They did.
yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's so many phenomenal individual scenes in that movie that
Fantastic.
Cousin Eddie alone.
you can pick it up in the middle or anywhere for that matter and just be entertained all the way
Yes.
out.
It is on the short list of movies I watch every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like you don't even have to plan for it. It's just it's going to be on.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be on. So if it's on, you're going to watch it.
A lot of movie theaters this time of year will release movies like that. Anybody ever take the family to go
Nah.
see
No,
a classic
haven't.
like that or anything?
Nah.
Not for $150.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
feel like too with the holidays, watching a holiday movie with the kids, it's almost more fun at the house.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you know what I mean? If-
Oh, you know, in your pajamas or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly,
You know,
yeah.
Especially if it's snowing outside.
Yeah.
You want to, I'm with you.
being warm in the house, it's cold out. You know, like the whole atmosphere. Just I think it's better at home.
Man, Nick
for that
almost
kind
felt something on that one, I think.
Yeah.
of- yeah.
Yeah, almost, but
Almost, yeah.
no. That's a stretch.
Well, Clark had big dreams of using his Christmas bonus to make a splash, literally. He planned to install a grand swimming pool in his backyard, but things didn't quite go as expected, thanks to his boss's quote-unquote generosity. What do you get? The Jelly of the Month Club, right?
Yes.
The gift that keeps on
That's
giving.
right.
The whole
That
year
Clark is
through.
a gift. Yes.
Best just to let them finish.
A lot of great one-liners in that movie.
There's so many
many good
individual
ones.
scenes. All right. Moving on to question number 2. Kelly, you got work to do, brother. In the movie Elf, what is the name of the department store where Buddy works? Nick and Scott are quick. Kelly is low-key writing something. Brian,
I know it. I can't.
deep in thought. Yep. Come on. You're going to get there, brother. In
I
the
just-
movie Elf.
Elf is considered like the best Christmas movie of all time by a
It
lot of
is. A
people.
lot of people have it up top.
It's good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty classic early Will Ferrell, right? I mean, that he didn't really deviate a lot in those early years, too.
I'd call it a modern classic
Well,
movie.
yeah. I just think when they do rankings, I think Elf is often
Yeah.
up there.
Really?
Yeah.
So in the movie Elf, what is the name of the department store where Buddy works? Brian, we're going to ask for an answer here.
I'm just guessing.
That's all right.
As soon as I hear it, I'll know it.
It's not a liquor store, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's see those answers. Scott's got Gimbal.
That's it.
Nick's got Gimbals. Macy's from Kelly. Buckman's from Brian.
I just yeah.
Sure enough, the
Soon as I
correct
saw it.
answer is Gimbals
Yep.
in New York. Yeah, that's a movie that I actually saw much later than it was when it became very popular, and maybe the hype kind of drowned it for me a little bit, but I don't know.
I think
It's fine.
I like
It's funny.
Yeah. I even saw that at the Fox, the production of it. It's great.
The Fabulous Fox
The
played
Fabulous
a
Fox,
production
yeah.
of the Elf.
Well, yeah, it's like a
The stage play now.
stage play now. Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
yeah,
that.
it was fun. It was good.
Okay.
I saw it in the theater, and I remember because, he was popular for other types of comedy at the time. And I remember a bunch of 20-somethings grumbling on their way out of the theater how bad it was because they were expecting R-rated
They wanted
Will
Frank the
Ferrell.
Tank.
Yeah, exactly. They did not get that.
Well, good. I'm glad they didn't. Bunch of
right.
idiots.
That's right. Well, this iconic New York City store was the backdrop for Buddy's wild antics, from decorating the toy section to battling the store's Santa. Sadly, Gimbel's is no longer around, but it's forever immortalized in this holiday classic. Ready to move on, guys?
Sure. Big
Might
fan of
have
that
our
movie.
first Ofer.
Ofer? You're going to get
You'll
there,
hit
brother.
somewhere.
That's right.
Although usually these are the easiest ones, so
Yeah,
it gets harder from
It's
here.
probably not going to be number 3, by the way.
Okay.
All right, question number 3. In The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is the name of Jack Skellington's dog? The room is stumped. Scott's to the board. Nick's writing in anger, I think.
I've never seen it.
No, me neither, actually.
I haven't.
Yeah. Tim Burton's claymations.
Okay.
I love Tim Burton movies, but this one never that
I
never
saw it for
appealed
the
to me.
first time about a year ago.
Well,
Would
you recommend it?
Reagan loves it.
Would
Yeah,
you
it's-
recommend
It's
it?
cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not like my favorite.
What's the dog's name in that movie?
Yeah,
That's a good try, though.
Nice try.
So you heard it in Nightmare Before Christmas. What is the name of Jack Skellington's dog?
I mean, there's something in my head. I wrote it down.
Did you write it down?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a name on a board.
Just no clue.
All right, let's reveal. Kelly's got Oogie Boogie. 0 from Scott. Bones from Nick. Spot from Brian. We do have a correct answer.
It's Bones.
It is 0. Congratulations, Doctor. Well done. Yeah.
0.
And that was a no, you said you weren't confident in that answer.
I wasn't, but I've seen the movie. I don't know, a lot of times.
Oogie
so it's
Boogie
just
has
in
some-
there somewhere.
Oogie Boogie has something to do with that movie. It's like the
Yeah, he's like the boogeyman.
the antagonist. Or
Yeah.
Can you give me a quick plot line on it? I really don't even know what it's about.
So Halloween Town it's a community that they're responsible for putting on Halloween, and they decide they want to do Christmas. So they kidnap Santa Claus and they put on Christmas, but it has more of a Halloween
Yeah.
flair to it.
Okay, that
That's
sounds
my-
right up Tim Burton's alley.
Yeah,
doesn't
that's my
it?
synopsis.
Yeah. I never had any interest in that movie,
Yeah, not really.
and I never will.
Well, Jack's loyal ghost dog Zero is the perfect companion for spooky adventures. With his glowing nose and playful spirit, Zero guides Jack through both Halloween Town and Christmas Town. Talk about a unique man's best friend. Yeah. Like a little mixture of Rudolph in there, I guess, with the glowing nose, huh?
Makes
Oh,
sense.
I hope I didn't give anything away.
Nerd.
All right, question number 4. Kelly, I got confidence in you on this one, kiddo.
We'll see.
Here we go. Who originally sang the hit holiday song, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? No? Oh, I thought this would be in your wheelhouse. He's thinking. It's in there. I can see it. He doesn't see it yet, but I can see it. Scott's quick to it, our music guy, of course. Brian, did I miss you writing something down?
I know. I started to write something. I think it's
Okay.
wrong, but I know. Dang it, it's gonna drive me crazy.
And I don't know if this artist did it originally.
Okay.
It's just the one I know
And it's-
the most.
This has been checked, so this is accurate. I do know that.
Okay. Well, I trust you. I just
Yeah, and see, I'm not sure the exact release. Is it the phone that came out like what 59, 56? I don't know.
I don't know when it came.
That's something you got to know, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wrong. I don't. Dang it, I know this too once I hear it.
All right.
Not sure.
Let me read it one more time. Who originally sang the hit holiday song, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree? Nick's got it. You got his answer down there?
I have an answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see him, guys.
Oh.
Nick's got Judy Garland, Brenda Lee from Scott, Bing Crosby from Kelly.
I erased it. I had Brenda. I didn't get it right. I had Brenda. Something else in the last name.
All right.
So
Brenda Lee is, in fact, the correct answer.
that's what I was thinking.
One
of.
more
Yeah.
point for the doctor.
Good job, Scotty.
Yep.
Yeah, you're dealing.
He is absolutely running away at this point. The Christmas man.
Yeah, that name didn't pop my. Heard that name, did not pop in my head at all, though.
Never heard of her.
As soon as I heard it, I knew Brenda, but I couldn't think.
That's
of
a
the
tough
last
one.
Part of the
it is a
reason
tough cut.
Part of the reason why I don't care for Christmas season much is because I really don't like Christmas music.
No, really.
I would have a hard time filling a CD with enough Christmas songs that I actually like. but this one would probably kick off this CD.
That's actually one of my favorites.
It's
so I'm a little mad I didn't know it.
Yeah.
One of your favorites. I do know your favorite.
What's that?
And I can't bring it up. You might be a question.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I know your favorite. I was ready to write that one down. I thought that's where he was going to go.
Okay. All right.
Well, Brenda Lee was just 13 years old when she recorded this holiday classic in 1958. Nice work, Brian. Her youthful voice and upbeat tempo made it an instant hit. To this day, it's a must play at holiday gatherings. Imagine having so much talent being so young. 13 years old. I did not know that.
I didn't
you know?
either.
No.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
You nodded to Brian.
Because of the year.
Oh, okay.
The year.
That's why.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He said, "Is it the
Forgot you said
56,
that.
59 one?"
It was right around there, yeah.
Well, we move on to question number 5, and then we'll get ourselves a score check here. Question number 5. In A Charlie Brown Christmas, what is the only decoration Charlie puts on his tree? I need a specific answer. If the answer was a black lab, lab would not be accepted. Dog would not be accepted. It would have to say black lab. Is that clear to everybody?
So it's a 2-word answer.
Well, yes, I could give that away, I suppose.
And it includes apparently a color.
Right.
Well, okay. Well,
I understand.
fine.
All right.
Let me read it again. In A Charlie Brown Christmas, what is the only decoration Charlie puts on his tree? You can see this in your mind's eye. I'm telling you, you can. Assuming you've seen. I mean, did anyone not watch it in grade school like every year?
But I don't have the memory for that.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. That's the magic of trivia.
Do you know it?
No. I mean, I don't know about my descriptor.
I'm sticking with
I
it.
don't even know about the second word, so I don't know.
I'm second guessing it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Kelly is amused by Brian's answer,
that can't be
which
good.
I have about 9 problems with.
That can't be good.
Here
That cannot be good.
I'm not changing mine.
Okay.
No, it doesn't
That's
matter.
funny though.
All right. Why don't we reveal our answers? Can I read Brian's? No, I cannot. Red ball from Kelly. Blue star from Scotty. Red ball from Nick. A red ornament is the correct answer after all.
I was
Kelly
going to change the
is
gold
on the
star
board.
for some reason, but dude.
Well done, gentlemen. See, I knew it was in there.
Yeah.
I knew you see it on
I
the
saw that.
cover. Yeah.
I did not see it. I don't know how it happened.
I mean, I love that answer. I just
I have no-
families would struggle with
I have
that.
no recollection of that.
Of the
I
movie
really
in
don't.
general? Or
Oh, the movie, but not the red, the red ornament.
Yeah.
Doesn't ring
They
a
go
bell
get
at
all
all.
the,
Yeah.
They
I
go
know. I
get all
remember
the
the
dead
movie.
trees. And so, like, I think the cover of the movie itself or whatnot shows the dead tree with a single red ornament.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
I feel like I remember him putting something on, like the tree basically falls over if
Right.
you would.
Yeah.
I just was trying to, like, for some reason, I was thinking maybe he put a star on it and that fell over.
Yeah.
And then would you say black lab? I was like, oh, I'm going to give it a color. It's going to be red.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if you couldn't just say ornament, I
No.
needed
Yeah.
to know specifically.
no, I
what-
dig it. I dig it. That helped.
Hopefully, I didn't mean to give away the fact that it was a color, but I guess that
It did.
No, not at all.
No, but you had to explain it. Otherwise, we
Sure.
would guess something.
sure.
Ornament.
Well, the lone red ornament Charlie places on his sad little tree has become one of the most iconic holiday symbols. His search for the true meaning of Christmas leads to this heartwarming moment, showing that even the smallest gestures can have the biggest impact. Charlie Brown, Christmas, Charlie Brown, Pumpkin Patch, or whatever it's called. I mean, those are just staples that I just always remember watching in grade school as you approached the holiday break and teachers had given up entirely.
I've mentioned before, I've never been a big cartoon guy, so
Yeah.
I've seen it, but does not resonate with me at all. I got lucky on that one.
Brian, Charlie Brown,
I remember a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
never watched it.
comics, maybe.
But this time, don't miss the ball, Charlie Brown.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Dave
All right.
Bunny and Eastern is what I remember most about. Yeah, Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Well, we're ready for a score tally, Nick.
All right. So after 5 questions, we have Scott in the lead with 4. I have 3. Kelly and Brian nipping at her heels still with 1.
Oh, baby.
1 out of 5.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Indeed. I feel your holiday spirit. It's oozing out of you.
I don't know.
Apparently just a little bit, though.
we like to enjoy time with our families on Christmas. We don't study like you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Like every other Christmas?
Well, this year I'm decorating my tree with one red ornament.
Yes.
Nice.
That's it.
I like it.
I'll tell my kids to thank Andy for that.
That's right. All right. Let's move on to question number 6, the second half. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what makes Frosty come to life? In the song Frosty the Snowman, what makes Frosty come to life? I have 4 middle-aged grown men singing Frosty the Snowman to themselves in their head currently. Or, hey, the claymation might do a little something for you. That's the best hint you're going to get from me. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what makes Frosty come to life? Scott, did you put an answer down?
I did. I'm wondering how specific I need to be.
I'll take a pretty generic answer on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I will add a parenthetical.
We should be okay. I should be good there. It just popped in my head. I'm hoping I'm right.
All right. Brian's got his board high in the air. Is that an air of confidence or just
No,
ready to
not at
ready to reveal?
That's his thing now. That's his thing. He
I know.
always holds his board
I
up.
absolutely love it, by the way. All right. Final time. What brings Frosty to life? Let's see it. We've got the black top hat from Nick, top hat from Scott, from Kelly, corncob pipe from Brian. It is, in fact, the black top hat that brings him to life.
Hate Christmas.
Hey, man, welcome to the club.
Weren't you Jewish growing up too? I mean, so I get it.
So yeah, no, the claymation. I got a couple of head shakes here. Did you guys not sit down in front of the?
No, I've
saw
seen
those.
that. It just for some reason I started trying to sing the song instead of just thinking about the claymation, the actual movie of it, where they put the hat on.
Right,
I don't remember
right.
Frosty being claymation. I thought that was
There's a Frosty and there is a Rudolph.
okay.
Well, there's a cartoon. There's a cartoon Frosty too. Then
That's the one I
There has to
remember
be.
mostly.
Okay.
There has to be.
Yeah, I remember the cartoon version of Frosty.
Actually, no. I think Frosty is cartoon. You're thinking of Rudolph, and there is that snowman in Rudolph
Yes,
that is a clay.
You're right. That is what I'm remembering. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Well, the old silk hat had some serious magic. When placed on Frosty's head, it turned him from an ordinary snowman into a jolly fellow who led children on winter adventures. If only every snowman could have such charmed existence. Wouldn't that be something? You build a snowman. Would you like that? I mean, I don't know. People could use that for evil. I saw
There's
Frozen and they build a snowman.
I was gonna say there's a
Yeah,
there's a
he was a
horror
nice
movie
snowman.
too about a right.
I think you're right. No, there is.
You're right. I'm with you.
Can you imagine just like a snowman coming at you with a knife? I just started laughing. Like, come on.
I mean, what are you really going to do?
I mean,
might
yeah,
have to
you're
watch
made of
this-
snow last time I checked, and it's hard to put you together in the first place.
Get a
I'm sure it's going to fall
flamethrower.
apart.
I feel like a good leg sweep and it's over.
Go outside. A good leg.
I mean, you turn that into a yellow snowman, it's going to melt pretty quick, you know?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to question number 7. In the movie The Polar Express, what is the first gift of Christmas that Santa gives to the boy? The very first gift. We got to the board pretty quickly on that one. All right, let's read it one more time here as we think it through. In The Polar Express, what is the first gift of Christmas that Santa gives to the boy? Let's turn our questions around. Sleigh bell from Nick, gingerbread man from Scott, a train from Kelly, gloves from Brian. We do have ourselves a correct answer. Nick is confident it's him, and he is correct. It is a bell from the
It's a
sleigh.
bell.
That's why they give it a sleigh bell when you ride the Polar Express thing.
There you go.
Oh, I've
Makes
never been
sense.
on that.
They give
Yeah.
you one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the gift. And he can't hear it initially. You need the Christmas spirit to hear it.
Sounds familiar now that you describe it.
Holy cannoli.
I can't get over the animation in that movie. It's
I'm with you.
so bad.
Horrible.
Yeah.
And for the time it came out, I just don't understand it.
I
Tom
remember it
Hanks
being
is
groundbreaking.
My kids
like
loved
everybody
it.
went crazy for it.
Yeah.
so weird compared
Yeah,
to
their mouth, the facial
Yeah.
features were very, very weird. But my kids loved it. We watched it. It was on all the time when my boys were little. All the time.
Now,
Yeah.
we've already established we live in southern Illinois, across the river from St. Louis. They have a large train station there, and they do a Polar Express event. Anybody else done this
No.
at all?
What's that?
The Polar Express.
Yeah,
over
I
at
did it.
Union
I did it.
Station.
Yeah, I did it once, and it was pretty cool. I dug it.
Bring
Kids
out
liked
the
it.
hot chocolate and all that. The kids love it. You're in pajamas and all that stuff. It's a pretty cool event if you're into Christmas, for the record. Well, the bell represents the spirit of Christmas and is only heard by those who truly believe. As the boy matures, his belief in the magic of Christmas is symbolized through his ability to hear this bell's jingle. Nice call, Nick.
Spirit to hear it.
Did you write this movie?
No, but I've seen it.
You and Tom?
Four kids. Four kids saw this movie, and they were boys. They saw it. They watched it a lot.
I hear you. All right. Moving on to question number 8. Which singer recorded the best-selling version of White Christmas?
Is that a trick question?
Simple and straightforward. Which singer recorded the best-selling version of White Christmas? A lot of these OG Christmas songs have been covered so many times.
Is that a hint?
I don't think so. It's not
No.
Dave Matthews, if that's what you're asking.
Beat me to it.
This I don't know.
I think I want to.
You got time to swap.
Too many names, and I can hear like at least the version I'm thinking.
I'm out of it anyway. I'm sticking with
You know,
it.
the voice. I hear the voice in my head. I don't know. We'll find
Kelly's
out.
about to do an impersonation. I
Yeah,
think, over
sounds
here.
like it.
He's ready. All right. Everybody got an answer on their board?
Damn, I can sing.
The best-selling version of White Christmas. Dean Martin from Brian. Bing Crosby from Kelly. From Scott. Frank Sinatra from Nick. It is, in fact, Bing Crosby.
That's what I was going to switch it
I
to.
can't believe
too.
I didn't.
Dang, Brian.
As soon as I wrote it, I'm
That's
like,
on me. I should have known that.
I was already out.
I had to make eye contact with Kelly because he answered that earlier and
No, I
didn't mean to, but I did. You know?
I think it's the King of Christmas. He's dang it. That was a
when
brain
you said
fart.
that, I'm like, did Mariah Carey sing White Christmas?
Right, yeah.
Or was it Mike or Bublé? Did he?
Bublé? Bublé?
That was a brain fart of mine.
Bublé?
I think, I don't know if it's still true, but it was #1 single of all time.
Crosby's version of White Christmas is one of the best-selling singles of all time.
Wow.
I mean, at least into the 90s, it was the #1 single of all time.
It is. There's some differentiation between the English version or the translated versions across the world. But the English version, I've added this one deep because I wanted to make sure that
sure.
Blanco Navidad?
Yeah, it must have. Anyway, his smooth, deep voice evokes warm, nostalgic feelings of snowy days, family gatherings,
No, it doesn't.
and holiday cheer.
I'm mad at myself.
Yeah. Well, you should be, Nick.
I
but
am.
Hey,
I am.
What are you going to do?
Frank Sinatra.
I know. I'm an idiot.
Well, that was question number 8. Let's see how this leaderboard has changed.
All right. Brian still trailing with 1. Kelly with 3. I have 5. Scotty takes the lead with 6 because I am a
it's tough.
dumb butt.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
2 to go. All right. Got to catch up.
Differentiators here.
Hope we got
at
a
the
tough
end.
one. Hope we got a tough one.
Oh, it's the number 9 is brutal to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm so glad I wrote this trivia because I would have been horrible at it. All right, here we go. In the book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what gift does Harry receive from Hagrid for Christmas? Everybody immediately turns to Scott because no one else has a shot.
Did you write this for him?
I did not. I promise. Oh, look at Brian.
Brian was first on the
Brian's
board.
making mean eye contact with me.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, ask it again.
He said only Scott has a chance.
I'm sorry. You're
Brian
right.
does.
No, not only Scott. He's such a big Harry Potter guy.
He is the Harry Potter
My
nerd
wife
in the
is.
group.
I'm not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
He's
In
seen
the-
this movie several times, I bet.
He said in the book.
This is in the book.
Oh, okay. I read the book, but I still think it's the same. But
In
maybe
the
I could
book,
be wrong.
Harry
Whatever.
Potter
Could be wrong, though. Yeah.
and the Sorcerer's Stone. What gift does Harry receive from Hagrid for Christmas? Do we need some more time for answers?
I do.
Okay. Oh, look at there.
It could be different in the book. I was thinking in the movie. I've read the book,
Okay.
but I can't remember the. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I gotcha.
I got one. It doesn't matter.
Hey, it all matters, brother. Bragging rights, especially over the guy who's been to Harry Potter World 36 times. We're going to read this question slowly to make sure we get answers down. In the book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what gift does Harry receive from Hagrid for Christmas? Let's see those answers. We've got an owl from Nick, owl or headwig from Scott, a pair of glasses from Kelly, a birthday cake from Brian.
The movie.
I'm afraid we do not have a correct answer.
Yes.
In the movie, he brings the cake, so that's what I was thinking of immediately. Scott,
For
you
his
look him up?
birthday, but not for Christmas.
That's right.
Oh, he said Christmas. I was thinking birthday.
Christmas.
No, this is not the birthday episode. Oh,
Yeah.
We already-
man.
I wouldn't have got Christmas.
We did that one
then.
in July.
Wait. Oh.
So in my research for this, the correct answer is a hand-carved wooden flute.
That's exactly what I thought.
I knew that's what you were trying to write down, but unfortunately.
I don't remember that at all.
Cindy's not going to let me hear the end of this. I'll
So
tell you that right now.
When I
might
was
get
betting
divorced.
this,
That's what you're getting for
But
Christmas.
I'm glad when you said it, I'm like, I never would have remembered that.
yeah, good.
So yeah. Not
This does
kicking
not
myself.
appear in the movie,
So every
which
quarter.
is why I knew Brian was
when you
off.
said the Sorcerer's Stone, the reason I went birthday is because that's how the whole movie starts. It's his birthday,
Right.
and he comes and gives him a cake. So that I just immediately
Sure, I got you.
That's why I went there immediately. Didn't even think about anything else really. Yeah.
So yeah, in vetting the question, I learned that it was only book specific. This did not make an appearance in the movie.
Oh.
I read the. I don't remember that in the book even.
Did you read or listen out of curiosity?
I read.
You do? Yeah. Or you did?
We only have one people who read with their ears.
Oh, no, I like it. I like reading with my ears.
Darn
I
it.
can read with my eyes too, but don't forget I'm dyslexic, so ear reading is way
My ears are
easier
way better
on me.
reading than my eyes are.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
All right. Well, Hagrid's thoughtful gift of the wooden flute reflects his deep care for Harry, even in the early days of their friendship. It's a simple but meaningful gesture in a magical world where broomsticks and invisible cloaks are the norm. Yeah, Doc, Cindy's going to give... Actually, all three of your girls are going to give you a hard time on this one. I
Yeah.
got 'em.
And I did read this book with my eyes, but it's been
do you read
it's
it
been
to
a
Cindy?
minute.
Try your ears next time.
Yeah, I might.
Try your
Like
ears.
bedtime story?
I see him reading her the book. Yes.
One
Yes.
chapter every night.
Well, and trivia for whoever cares, I read the books before she did.
Oh, that is actually
Yeah.
deep trivia. I
Shots
like
fired.
That's how
Cindy.
he got her.
That's
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
He was trying to get her into his...
Oh, Hufflepuff.
So you do know it.
All right.
Oh, I've seen the movies.
That's
Like,
so
I
Ravenclaw.
remember they did Christmas in there. They were eating like chocolate covered like grasshoppers and stuff like that. I remember. I was just couldn't think of anything. But go ahead.
All right. We still got a game heading into the final question. I'm afraid this one, well, let's just get to it here. Question number 10. Which holiday movie has been played in a 24-hour marathon on TBS and TNT every Christmas since the late 1990s? Kelly is aggravated with himself as he thinks he should know it, but it's not coming to him.
No, there are two that.
Are you remembering the Titans? for
No,
example?
there's two, but
Maybe it's more of a usual suspects thing.
Oh, excellent. I love it.
Yeah.
yeah, that was way worse than Remember the Titans.
Yeah. I think we
In my mind, it is.
Okay. You're trying to get something to take place of that. It's not going to work.
yeah, nobody's pulling a
He's
Kelly
trying
at
to
this
replace
point.
it. I get it.
You're really Munson that
I've
one.
seen Usual Suspects more than I've seen Remember the Titans. That's all I'm saying.
Well, which holiday movie has been played in a 24-hour marathon on TBS and TNT every
See?
Christmas since the late 1990s? We've got a Christmas story across the room, except for Kelly, who I think just threw his board in the trash can. A Christmas. Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, that's a great guess. If
A
you're gonna
Christmas
throw
Story
it
was
out.
like 100%. And then me and Scott were sitting here waiting to show our answers. And Brian just turned it over. And I'm like, I could have easily just changed my answer.
Yeah. I appreciate your integrity. Absolutely.
I do have some.
Every year, viewers get to enjoy Ralphie's adventures as he schemes to get his hands on a Red Ryder BB gun. Its 24-hour marathon has become a beloved tradition for many families. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Do you remember hearing that for the first time? When was the first time you guys saw this movie?
Young.
Was
Very, yeah.
Yeah, I
Definitely
don't
very
know. I mean,
Give me a release. I don't even. I don't even.
83?
Okay, that's earlier than I would have thought.
70s.
I think it's 83.
83.
I was
probably
much
saw it
older.
80, 86, 87.
Before you saw it for the first time?
Yeah,
Same.
teenager or early 20s probably.
I felt
Not
like-
even late 20s.
I thought I was
don't
in
know.
my 20s or something. I thought I was an adult before I saw this.
We might have watched it when we lived together. Huh?
There you well.
Could've been.
Does anybody make a point of leaving it on TBS for 24 hours as it rotates?
It's not for 24, but I'll turn it on there plenty.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't need to watch it.
I may not
24.
watch it all the way through, but I'll watch it all the way throughout that 24
Sure.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some
Yeah.
point, you'll
Yeah.
catch enough clips,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Most Christmas movies is like once a year. I'm good with.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
need to see it
Revisit it.
5 times.
So I've been to the house. It's in Cleveland suburbs,
That's right.
and it's, at least when we saw it, completely untouched, looked just like the movie.
That's cool.
So intentionally, though.
Yeah.
With the
Oh, yeah. Like
tours and
across the
things like
street
that,
is
yeah.
like a gift
Is-
shop and
of
all
course.
that. Yeah.
Is that where it was recorded, or is that a replica?
It is where the outside shots were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Well, that wraps up our trivia. We need a final score tally.
Well, we ended the night with Brian with 2, Kelly with 3, I had 6, and congratulations, good doctor, with 7.
Hey, way, Doc. The Christmas man. I think if we had to place odds, yep. Good job, Kelly. If we had to place odds, we would have probably all picked you to win this one.
It was the music that differentiated the outcome of that
I
one.
blew it.
Yeah.
That was mad at myself.
I'm going to throw just before we get to the bonus question, the tiebreaker. This is a pretty hot trivia that we should all file away for that matter. Mm-hmm. How many total gifts are given in the 12 days of Christmas? Don't do any math. Don't pick up your board. Just shoot a guess.
Oh,
365.
Oh, my dear word.
364.
Kelly is correct. That's impressive. Why do you know that?
I blacked out.
No, that's crazy. That's not a random number.
I said it for I thought,
days
well,
of
maybe
the year.
there's
For
one
every day?
for every day.
For some reason, I remember, is there not a gift given on Christmas or a certain day that there wasn't?
I don't know. All I know is the song where you keep repeating the same thing over
Yeah.
again. I didn't know
Yeah.
there was context.
Well,
to
I was
it
getting
all.
ready to start 12, 11.
Yeah,
20.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well done, brother. Okay. Well, the bonus question for today is if you could bring any holiday character or movie, from a movie or a song or anything like that and spend a day with them, who would it be and what festive activities would you do together?
Santa Claus.
Santa.
You go Santa. I'm riding that sleigh for a night. I want to see what that's all about.
That would be cool. I'm going with Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, bad Santa.
That came to my mind. Absolutely. Yeah. There's an episode in King of Queens where the dad, Arthur, has never seen some of these classic movies. So he watches A Wonderful Life. He's like, I don't understand what the problem was. There's gambling and roughing rousing, I thought that was awesome.
I'm in a ski lodge with
Uh-oh.
I'm saying the 80s with George Michael
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Holy mackerel.
singing Last Christmas.
You got yourself a scarf on.
Oh, there goes his favorite Christmas song.
There
that you referred
it is.
to earlier.
So, to our loyal trivia fans, that's Brian's favorite Christmas song.
Absolutely.
By the one and only Wham.
Yeah.
He loves Wham.
What about you, Nick?
What did he
Oh,
give
you
away?
answered
I
Santa.
said Santa, yeah.
Scotty's got
I
it.
mean, we mentioned Cousin Eddie earlier. I mean, I think it'd just be hilarious to drink some eggnog
Out of a reindeer cup.
out of a reindeer cup,
Oh, yeah.
hang out with Snot the dog.
Not.
Would you wear the white sweater with the green dickie?
I would.
Yeah.
I would, in fact. The
you
white
you look
platform
good.
shoes. Yeah.
You'd look real good.
Hang out in his camper.
It has to be riding the sleigh with Santa for a night. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, you could hang out with Buddy the Elf if that's your favorite, or if you love
Sure.
Home Alone and want to, or if you truly,
Forget that
truly
kid.
believe that Die Hard is a Christmas movie, which I happen to believe.
Takes place during
I don't want
Christmas?
to hang out with a terrorist attack in progress.
Dude, I want to hang out with Hans and or what? Not when he's falling out of a window,
Yeah.
obviously, but yeah.
It's Bubby.
All right. Any final thoughts for Christmas, gentlemen?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, guys.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, that's going to do it for today's episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. And until then, keep your brains sharp and your bellies laughing. Happy holidays, everyone.